everyone, and welcome to Storyboarding for Visual Effects and Animation. I'm Jen. I wanted to do a little video this week going over kind of what this class will look like, how each week will work, and then moving forward I'll have the live lecture, the Big Blue Button conferences, every Monday at 4 Central Standard Time. Now, if you can make those, that's fantastic because we can ask questions live, anything that you want me to go over, we can talk about. But if you can't make it, that's okay too. They're recorded. I just would ask that if you have any questions, feel free to email me and then I can go over them in the video so you can have, that same access as anyone who could attend. Okay? So, it's in the syllabus, but moving forward after this first week, we will have live lectures at 4 Central Standard Time on Mondays. All right, so when you get to the course, and I'm sure most of you are used to online courses by now, but just in case, you'll just go to the home page. Each week, this will be updated to reflect the week that we're in. So we're in week 1 currently. You're going to have to fill out the attendance policy, a short bio, about discussions and course syllabus. That is just standard information for the class. Main notes for our syllabus, okay? My email. Please, please, please feel free to contact me with any questions, comments, concerns, anything throughout the term. I'm pretty fast to respond through email, so don't hesitate. I mean, you guys can email me at 2 in the morning. I will respond when I wake up in the morning, but I will respond to you as quickly as possible. I've been working at Columbia College and Tribeca, Flashpoint, all of that for about 5 years now, maybe 4.5. And for the past, actually, even before the pandemic, I've been teaching completely online. So I'm very comfortable in an online setting. I like to make sure you get the information and know what's going on. So, again, always feel free. My passion is in animation and everything that goes with it, including storyboarding, because that's how we're going to prep everything all the way to production and finishing. I am in the Chicagoland area, so just a little bit about me. Feel free to ask anything if you want to know more. So our location is online through the Blue Button conferences, Mondays at 4. Office hours, we can just make an appointment. I'm available, but appointments work best. And then you've just got kind of your standard syllabus that you guys can look through at your own time. Let me know if you have any questions and sign that online attendance policy. Discussion boards. What I need you guys to know about discussion boards, we're going to have 1 to 2 discussion boards each week. Most of the time it's 2 discussion boards, but sometimes it is 1. You need to make your original post first, aka answering the question. So for instance, we have 2 discussion boards this week. Discussion board 1 is a short bio. Discussion board 2 is talking about storyboards and actually diving in. So you'll see your first discussion board is always due by Wednesday, okay? After Wednesday, we're moving on to another discussion board, so there's no point in kind of looking back at this one. You need to get it done in the first half of the week. What I want you to do is, again, post your own, so short bio. So you write, type out about yourself, what you're interested in, what got you involved. So for instance, hey, I'm Jen, I'm a 3D animation major or visual effects major, whatever it is. I plan on graduating in a year. I'm really into storyboarding and seeing the best way that we can use camera angles and characters to give off a mood and make an audience feel something. Some of my inspirations, I'm really into Pixar. I love Finding Nemo and how they were able to get water texture on everything and the colors that are all in that. Or, I'm really into the cinematics in video games. I love how they can actually use really detailed, intense models to go along and tell the story of the game. Okay? So, short bio post. You can even add, I've got a dog named Norman, I have a son, I love coffee and Oreos. Okay? Then you need to respond to your classmates. You need to respond to a minimum of 2. Okay? This will be the same throughout the entire term, so I want you to get used to it right off the bat. So, oh, I see you're interested in cinematics. What are there any in particular that you find most inspiring? I love coffee as well, whatever it is, but you need to do 2 response posts. So all of that is by Wednesday at midnight, and then the same thing, but Sunday at midnight. Okay? Where were we? So we're going to talk about kind of the origins of storyboarding, how panels work, what's the point, all of that. You can read chapters 1, 2, and 3. We've got our 2 discussion boards that I talked about, and then we can look at project 1 that's due next week, due week 2. So create a 10-panel storyboard using the supplied template. This is your supplied template. You can always Google storyboard templates and see kind of the difference. It's going to depend like what information you find most important. I find it's great to have scene, shot, this blank space for drawing, obviously, and then a little box for description. Some of them remove the written portion, they have bigger boxes, some have more panels per page, but this is a nice layout to work with, and especially for the beginning, we're all going to start with this one. For this assignment, use a knock-knock joke as your subject matter. Make sure to include dialogue and sound effects into your piece. The narrative of your storyboard should be 10 panels. No more, no less. Detail all major actions and camera movements. You may add a panel for the title at the beginning or credits at the end, not necessary. You can draw these by hand or electronically. Okay, so if you love Illustrator, Photoshop, Procreate, you can use that, or if you want to use pencil, charcoal, whatever. Now, if you think of knock knock, who's there, whatever who, and then the punchline, that's 5 different panels, 5 different kind of scenes, so you need to add to it. Now you can break things up, you can think about how we're going to approach, what are they going to knock on, so maybe my character is going to walk up to the door. Maybe they're going to run away at the end. You're building a story, and kind of the cool part about storyboarding and storytelling in general is that you get to make up exactly how you want it to be, right? So draw attention from your audience and get us through this funny knock-knock joke, whether or not it's super funny or more of a dad joke, whatever. But and then leave us wanting more. Give us a beginning, a middle, and an end. Okay, and it's challenging to do. It's a good first assignment because it gets you really thinking. What I would recommend you do is kind of draw basic ideas first. We call it, thumbnailing. You don't have to use this template yet. You can just kind of get your base ideas and then you can draw it in here because you need to think about what angles, why would I do something a certain way, etc., etc. Now, with this, this is our first week. I don't expect you to know all the names of the camera angles or what you're doing or anything like that, but I just want you to explore. Is straight on going to give the best feeling? Would a down, like a low camera looking up, give an intimidated feel? Or what would a tall camera looking down, be like? So just some things to think about. Then you can do your final versions in here. Okay? And again, this is due week 2, so we're going to work on this for the next week as well. Okay. Next week, we're going to talk about some more design elements and how that comes into play in storyboarding. But for week 1, I want you to get comfortable with the syllabus, working in the discussion boards, and of course, emailing me to let me know if you have any questions. Okay? I look forward to getting to know you guys over the next 16 weeks. Again, let me know if you need anything, and I will talk to you soon.